Hi everyone, glad to see you again. Today I have something informative lined up for you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe online, cyber defense. Before we dive into the world of online attacks and digital threats, it's important to start with a clear and honest disclaimer. Everything you're about to learn in this video is strictly for educational purposes only. The intention here is not to encourage or enable any kind of malicious activity, but to empower you with knowledge. My main goal is to demystify a common but often misunderstood cyber threat called cross-site request forgery, or CSRF. By understanding how CSRF works, you'll be better equipped to protect your digital life, your personal information, and even your workplace from potential attacks. Remember, this knowledge is meant for defense, not offense. It's about building stronger digital habits and making smarter choices online. The digital world is full of vulnerabilities, hidden weaknesses that attackers can exploit. But learning about these vulnerabilities is the very first step to staying safe and secure in an increasingly connected world. In this chapter, we'll break down what CSRF is, explain why it's dangerous, and offer practical, actionable advice for both everyday users and developers. Whether you're a tech professional or just someone who uses the internet daily, this information is relevant to you. It's crucial to understand that using this information to harm others is not only illegal, but also deeply unethical. Cybercrime has real-world consequences, and the law takes it very seriously. Think of this video as a public safety announcement for the digital age, a way to raise awareness and help everyone stay a little safer online. Just as firefighters teach us how fires start so we can prevent them, we're here to explore how CSRF attacks happen, so you can avoid becoming a victim and help others do the same. The examples and scenarios you'll see are real-world case studies designed for security education. They are not instructions to replicate or misuse, but lessons to learn from. Cybersecurity is a shared responsibility. Your awareness and vigilance can make a difference not just for yourself, but for your friends, family, and colleagues as well. Use these insights to secure your own accounts, encourage better security practices in your community, and help create a safer digital environment for everyone. Together, we can make the internet a safer place for all. What is cross-site request forgery, or CSRF? Let's break it down in simple terms so you can understand how this sneaky attack works and why it's a big deal for your online safety. First, let's look at the term cross-site. This means the attack actually starts on one website, but its real goal is to affect your actions on a completely different website. Imagine you're browsing a blog or reading the news, but the real target is your social media or bank account open in another tab. Next, request refers to any action you send to a website, like posting a comment, liking a photo, or even transferring money. Every time you interact with a website, you're sending requests, often without even thinking about it. And finally, forgery means the request is fake. It wasn't genuinely made by you, but it looks completely legitimate to the website. The attacker is essentially forging your identity online, tricking the site into thinking you performed an action you never intended. CSRF works by tricking a victim, often without their knowledge, into submitting a malicious request. It takes advantage of the trust that a website has in your browser, assuming that any request coming from you is safe and intentional. When you log into a website, your browser stores a cookie to remember you. This cookie is like a digital pass that proves your identity, so you don't have to log in every time you visit. A CSRF attack takes advantage of this convenience. It sends a hidden request to a site where you're already logged in, using your browser and your session cookie to make it look like you made the request yourself. For example, imagine you're logged into your social media account in one tab. In another tab, you visit a website that secretly contains malicious code. When you click a link or even just load the page, your browser might unknowingly send a command to your social media site, using your session cookie, without you realizing it. The website sees a valid request from your browser and processes it, not knowing that you never meant to perform that action. It could be anything from changing your email address to making a purchase or even transferring money. The attacker doesn't need your password or any special access, just your browser's ability to send a request while you're logged in. This makes CSRF especially dangerous because it can happen silently in the background. Most victims never notice anything is wrong. There are usually no pop-ups, warnings, or obvious signs. CSRF is sneaky, silent, and hard to detect, which is why it's such a serious threat. You might not realize anything happened until you see unauthorized changes, suspicious messages, or even unexpected transactions in your account. That's why understanding CSRF is so important for protecting yourself online. Let's break down a complex security concept with a simple, real-world analogy that everyone can relate to: ordering pizza. Imagine you're a regular at your favorite local pizza place. You've built up trust with them over time, so much so that they let you order on a running tab. All you need to do is call from your phone number, and they know it's you. Just like how a website recognizes you by your browser cookie and lets you perform actions without asking for your password every time. Now picture a mischievous prankster who wants to get free pizza, but can't order on your tab directly from their own phone. Instead, they come up with a sneaky plan. They trick you into making the call for them, without you realizing what's really happening. Maybe you think you're calling to enter a contest or claim a prize, but in reality, you're connected to the pizza place. An automated system on the other end cleverly places an order for 10 pizzas, all charged to your account while you're left confused about what just happened. The restaurant sees your familiar phone number pop up on their caller ID. Because they trust you, they don't question the order. They just start making pizzas, confident that it's a legitimate request from their loyal customer. Soon you're surprised by a delivery at your door, a mountain of pizzas you never actually wanted, along with a hefty bill you're now expected to pay. In this analogy, you're the trusted caller, the prankster is the attacker, and the pizza place represents the website. The prankster manipulates you into unknowingly placing an order on their behalf. The malicious flyer or deceptive contest is like a suspicious link you might click online. Something that looks harmless but is actually designed to trick you into taking an action you didn't intend. The unwanted pizza order is just like a malicious request sent to a website, one that you didn't mean to make, but that gets processed anyway because it appears to come from you. The website, like the pizza place, processes the request without suspicion, since it trusts your credentials and sees nothing out of the ordinary. That's how CSRF, cross-site request forgery, exploits the trust and convenience built into modern websites, turning your own trusted identity into a tool for attackers. Always be cautious about the links you click and the actions you take online. Here's a digital example. You're logged into myawisamsite.com, checking messages. The site uses simple URLs for actions like changing your password. An attacker crafts an email with an image whose source is a password change URL. You open the email, your email client loads the image, sending a request to change your password. Since you're logged in, your browser attaches your session cookie. The server sees a valid request from you and changes your password. You're locked out, and the attacker takes over. All this happens silently, just because you opened an email while logged in elsewhere. The website can't tell the difference between your real action and the attacker's trick. This is the core danger of CSRF's silent, invisible account takeover. No password stolen, just a hijacked session. That's why CSRF is so dangerous. CSRF is dangerous because it's silent and abuses trust. You don't have to enter your password or notice anything unusual. The attack hijacks your authenticated session to perform actions on your behalf. Consequences range from embarrassing social media posts to unauthorized money transfers. For businesses, CSRF means loss of user trust, negative press, and possible legal trouble. Attackers don't need to breach servers or crack encryption, just trick a user into sending a forged request. The very features that make the web convenient, cookies and persistent logins, are exploited. CSRF is low effort for attackers but high impact for victims. It turns your own browser against you. That's what makes it so insidious. The good news, there are simple ways to protect yourself. Log out of websites when you're done, especially sensitive ones. If you're logged out, a CSRF attack can't use your session. Be cautious with links in emails, messages, or forums. If it seems suspicious, don't click. Keep your browser updated for the latest security features. Use strong, unique passwords for every account, and consider a password manager. For extra safety, use different browsers for sensitive tasks and general browsing. Browser compartmentalization can block CSRF attacks from crossing into your secure sessions. Developers play a crucial role in stopping CSRF. Servers must distinguish between real and forged requests. Checking the referrer header can help, but it's not foolproof. Better require user interaction for sensitive actions, like submitting a form and re-entering your password. This makes it much harder for attackers to succeed. Developers should also use the same-site cookie attribute, which prevents cookies from being sent with cross-site requests. Setting same-site to strict or lax breaks the CSRF attack chain. These defenses are essential for secure web applications. The most effective CSRF defense is the anti-CSRF token. Each web form includes a unique secret token generated by the server. When you submit the form, the server checks if the token matches what it issued. If it matches, the request is legitimate. If not, it's rejected. Attackers can't guess or steal this token due to browser security policies. The CSRF token acts as a digital handshake, proving your intent. Without the correct token, forged requests fail. This simple step thwarts classic CSRF attacks. Let's recap how to stay safe from CSRF. Always log out when you're done with sensitive sites. Be skeptical of unexpected emails and links. Think before you click. Use strong, unique passwords and a password manager. Keep your browser and software updated. For critical accounts, use separate browsers for sensitive and general tasks. Combine these habits with secure websites, and you'll be much safer online. Security is a partnership. Your vigilance makes a difference. Thanks for watching and learning with me. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. I value your feedback. Cyber defense.